Okay. Sorry about the pause. I connected to a different internet, so I'm hoping that this works better.
Can you see her better?
Am I clearer? Do
you see all those wonderful jawline and contours?
Kit watches me sometimes do my makeup because he's a good bandmate.
It's very fascinating.
And that's what good bandmates do. Kit, though, is also an amazing vocal coach. And so he has actually been working with me on my voice for, consistently now for like 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks on this tour, yeah.
On this tour.
We've done it in the past a little bit, but
yeah,
we've done a little heavier this tour.
Yes.
Yes.
In the past, like when we were in South America, when I was actually recording Warmer in the Winter, Kit helped me out. He gave me some exercises to do before I went into the studio. He came in the studio with me and coached me through the Warmer in the Winter recording because I was very unsure of how to make the most of my voice. But yeah, since I've been doing a lot more singing on this tour, I actually sing 3 songs in the show. Normally it kind of is still the most scary part of the show for me. I'm just like, okay, I got this.
She's so good.
Thank you, Kit.
So good.
And Kit has given me a lot of tools that have helped me feel more confident in my singing. And so, anyways, you can check out Kit Nolan on Instagram. I've tagged him and stuff before. But yeah, Kit Nolan on Instagram, so you can follow what he is doing because he is a singer himself and a vocal coach. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun for you guys to see. We do this almost every day. I not only practice my violin, but we'll do vocal exercises that Kit walks me through. And one thing that was really cool that Kit noticed is that I would sometimes joke and I would sing in my aria voice is what we call it. And it's like
an opera voice.
My operatic singing voice. And it was always just kind of me being silly and joking around. Go away! Oh my gosh, they're so annoying.
I kind of like it.
It feels like I'm being followed around by minions.
It's strange because they're all a little different timing, so it's like
off. Oh gosh,
it's like 5 of you.
You know what? I do have to say, it's really cool when your crew is your biggest fans.
Yeah.
You know,
they're the only ones viewing right
They
now.
can't get enough of me. Oh yeah, I've only got 5 viewers. Don't log off. I'll lose all my views.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We're trying to hit some analytics here.
I'll just put this right here.
No, take that away. They do this to me whenever they see me live streaming. They love to they love me.
It's out of love.
They do. They really love me. Anyways, but as I was saying, Kit noticed that when I wasn't thinking too hard about it, that I could sing in my aria voice pretty decently and my opera voice. And so, yeah, he's like, that's actually not bad, Lindsay. So we've been trying to transition my opera voice into my pop voice.
Well, what it's about really is about getting the positive things that you were doing in that voice. A lot of it was your breathing. It was a lot better. And just kind of, it's still the same set of vocal folds working. Right. It's still the same air. It's still your body. And so it's just kind of, even though they're slightly different setups and they don't exactly translate necessarily one-to-one, there's a lot of things that you can kind of take from being able to do that just by imitating. That's how you learned how to do it.
Right.
And take that into more of a pop voice.
When he told me that, he's like, those same things you're doing in your opera voice can work for your pop voice.
Yeah.
Like, really? So we've been doing some interesting exercises. So actually we thought it'd be kind of fun to live stream and show you something that I've been doing almost every day on this tour, is practicing my vocal transitions. It's really hard and you're going to hear me crack. But I thought some people might find that interesting, especially I've never thought that I had a good voice my whole life. And Kit was like, no, you actually have a good voice. It's just you're not quite sure how to use it. And I think that's something. Someone even came up to me last night after the show, and she was like, did you really start to learn to dance when you were 23? And I was like, yeah, I always thought I was a bad dancer, but I was never trained. But when I was 23, all of a sudden I realized with a little bit of stretching, wow, I'm really flexible. Oh my gosh, I can bend my back in half. And I think sometimes as people, we just limit ourselves and we don't think we can do something just because of a block in our brain. And so anyways, because of that, I took this as a challenge and I'm like, I'm going to start taking vocal lessons. I'm going to start to take this seriously. So anyways, here we go.
Before we start, I just want to say how brave Lindsay is for doing this. Because when you're doing vocal exercises, you're not trying to sound good by any means. You're not performing. So it's kind of like if you're at the gym and you're doing a funny little looking exercise to build up a certain part of your muscle. It might not look like the greatest, and this might not sound like the greatest sound in the world. It's all to kind of benefit a certain part of her voice that we're trying to build up. And so she's very, very brave for letting you see this. Yeah, most people don't. I used to lock myself in closets and stuff when I do this. When I was in college, I used to take my car and go to empty parking lots to practice. Yeah, just because when you have a house full of guys, like kind of do what they just did here. They make fun of you quite a lot, which is fine, but
keeps me humble. So yeah, you're gonna hear this isn't pretty, but it is really interesting. And like I said, for anyone that is thinking about trying a new skill, I just thought maybe watching me try a new skill publicly might give you a little bit of that courage you need to go out there and try dancing, try singing, try something new that you've maybe thought that you're not very good at, but you've always wanted to do. Maybe you're actually really good at it. And I'm not saying that I'm going to sound great right now. That's not the point. But anyways, so yeah.
You'll sound purposeful. Even if it's not great, it's purposeful.
It's purposeful. This is intentional. So, like I said, by the way, again, we're here in Jacksonville. I'm on tour. We're in the middle of our Christmas tour. Actually, we're towards the end of our Christmas tour. I'm on stage right now. Yeah, I have this wonderful place to do my vocal exercises every day.
Beautiful acoustics.
Exactly. So I'm bringing you into the fold of Lindsey Stirling vocal practice.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to put it here? Do you think we'll be able to see?
I can probably just hold it.
All right. Just don't forget a lot of your cues.
Okay.
You're holding the thumb.
Yeah, because I have to hold my ribs to feel my breath the right way. Breathing out, not breathing up. Breathing out. We've been working on. Okay.
Make sure you're not looking over there. Okay. Make sure. All right. So why don't you just start like you usually start and start with your what you call your fake opera voice or your aria voice.
Okay, my aria voice.
Yeah,
okay.
Just gonna get that in that mode. It's a little bit weirder when people are watching.
It's weird when you're watching. I'm normally much better at it, but I'm nervous. Okay.
Confidence.
This is my
biggest part.
Okay.
Forget they're there.
You're not here right now.
Everybody close your eyes.
Okay. I am going to just set this down over here. I can't hold this.
What if...
Actually, you could probably set it there.
Put it like...
See, I do this to trick my mind into
And so as you do this, try to find a little more volume. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Volume's a big part for you. Yep, and clarity as well. So as you get a little bit quieter, try to maintain your clarity and try not to let too much air pass through. There you go. Okay, you feeling good? It's feeling good. I'm good. Okay. Just getting you warmed up. So we'll start you around D or so today, and we'll go downwards. So same cues we've been doing. Okay. Nice, big, relaxed breath. Make sure it's nice and relaxed. Okay. And maybe in a little bit I can show everybody kind of where that's coming from. But for now, just trying to stay nice and relaxed. Nice, full breath. Stay expanded. Start with your I and transition into more of a slightly brighter ah. Right there. Very nice, very nice. Make sure you dampen that larynx just a little bit. Okay, the larynx is that little people call it the Adam's apple sometimes. Talking about
my Adam's apple, I raise it when I sing a lot of times because I get tense.
Yeah.
And so my Adam's apple goes up. It's a lot of muscle to think about breathing the right way, pushing from the right place, and then putting my larynx down.
Just down a little bit. And the only reason for that, it's okay to have a high larynx, but you're doing it out of strain instead of just out of sound, because you can fluctuate the sound based on low larynx kind of sounds like that. Yeah. High larynx sounds a little bit more like that.
By the way, Kit does vocal lessons through Skype. So if anybody's interested, he's really good at noticing where you're at and where you need to be. And I've had other vocal coaches that I've gone to in the past that just tried to make me sing better. And he actually is helping me realize what I am doing to be able. Anyway, so.
Because I've been there. I've been the worst singer you've ever heard in your life.
Kit's
and now I'm passable.
Kit's voice has gotten so much better in the last few years. I've been really amazed this tour. I'm like, wow. And it's because he's experienced. Okay, sorry. Anyways.
Remind me. I'm going to show you. I think I have a thing when I was 18 what I sounded like. You'll be amazed. Seriously.
crazy.
You seriously will. All right, so same cue. So make sure you stay expanded and you keep all that energy as you trans over into the slightly brighter pop voice. See if you can find a little more clarity from the get-go there. Right there. Very nice, and I love the control at the end there. That's very, very nice. So every time we finish with an exercise, make sure you relax, okay? Let your ribcage despand. Is that a word? Despand?
Despand.
It should be a word.
Sure, why not?
But just make sure you relax for a moment before, because you will get tired, and you don't want to tire yourself out.
I hope the crew is all still watching.
I hope they are. They could learn something, you know? I don't think they are, though.
They're my biggest fans.
As soon as it became educational, they were out.
They were out. They're just,
back to their games on their phones and stuff. There you go. Same idea. Start with volume and clarity. Nice. Right there. Very nice. How's that feel?
That's pretty good today.
Yeah, that's really good. It's really nice.
It's pretty clear.
And so when I'm telling her that's enough, it's that I don't need her to get any brighter, because it starts to get a bit kind of almost like Janice from Friends. It can get a little bit like that.
I'm going from this to a hopefully get used to using that same kind of support in the like
Yeah, we're getting her.
That's the goal.
We're getting her towards a belt, but we're not exactly with all that coordination. So the end goal or the end sound of this particular exercise is never going to be a full belt, but you're getting a lot closer. Yeah,
I'm trying to get from an E to an ah.
And the only reason we're starting with E is that's what she tends to do the most pure sound on in the upper voice. We could start on any vowel, whatever vowel is easiest for her. Because it's not necessarily about the vowels. It's just about which vowel is going to get you the most benefit. Because remember, vowels are just throat shapes.
Yeah.
So you're just changing your throat shape is all you're doing. So whichever throat shape gives you the best clarity, that's where we want to start and end.
Okay.
And now as we get into these lower notes, it's going to get a little bit tougher in this coordination, so it's not going to be as loud, and that's okay. We're just going for as bright as you can using all the same cues. Towards the end there, it got a little bit.
Should I add the vibrato or should I not?
The vibrato is going to be completely dependent on whether you feel comfortable doing that.
Okay.
What I noticed is as soon as you brought the vibrato in, it started to crack a little bit.
Right.
Meaning you might want to think about more of a straight tone for now, because we're just thinking power all the way through. We're not necessarily trying to be beautiful with the sound.
Yeah.
Which, although it is
trying to be beautiful,
but it is sounding really nice today. But just make sure that you keep the strength all the way through, and then at the very end you have a little bit of control. So it's not with a hard stop. Try that one again.
For anyone who's just joining, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. I am with my keyboard player. Oh, do I dare move this? Yeah, I can move this. I'm with my keyboard player, Kit Nolan, right now. He is my vocal coach also, and has been working with me this tour. Every day we do vocal exercises here on stage before the show to get me warmed up, and also just I'm trying to train my voice. No, not trying. That's another thing, guys. I have a terrible habit of always saying, I'm trying to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to better my vibrato. I'm trying to learn to sing. I'm trying. And someone caught me on it, and they're like, stop saying you're trying, because you're doing it. And when you say try, it makes your mind automatically think that it's hard and that you're not fully like, I'm trying. It's okay if I don't commit. No, I'm doing vocal lessons and I'm learning to sing better. So I'm learning how to use my voice properly. So anyways, that's what we're doing. This is a little odd because it doesn't sound pretty. These are the unpretty vocal exercises. Okay.
This is a behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Which, by the way, the last 2 weeks her voice has bloomed.
Yes. I've seen dramatic improvements since we've been doing this about 2-3 weeks now. And I've seen big improvements. So you're seeing not final Lindsey vocal. Of course, I've got a long way to go, but improved.
Well, we're not being too strenuous on you because you still have to perform every night.
Still have to sing every night. My voice is pretty weak, so we're learning. We're taking it inch by inch.
Yeah, if we were off tour, we'd be a little more rigorous because we could go ahead and give everything to our practice sessions. Right now, we're doing more of a warm up / coordination exercise.
So welcome to my vocal lesson.
That bright. Don't worry about going wild. As we talked about before, when you get down to that B flat or so, especially your A, you're not going to be quite as bright in this coordination because, again, we're not doing a full-on belt yet. We're being more constricted to that, so the final sound isn't going to be quite as bright as you want. Don't try to force the issue. See if you can find a little more clarity from the get-go if you
was just like,
So where do you feel it? Do you feel like you're losing air because you're deflating?
Caving in.
Yeah, deflating a little bit. Just remember, stay very, very strong with it.
Okay.
Think of it, instead of being like locked up or anything like hard, think of it more as just strong.
Okay.
Like you felt when Artemis, you know? Whatever you felt there, put that energy into that midsection, all the solar plexus and all the abdominal muscles that are working here. Happening a little bit. I could see it happening. I could even see it in your arms a little bit. Your whole body is collapsing down a little bit.
Because I'm trying to feel the expansion of my breathing in the right spot, not breathing up here, but breathing low. And I'm trying to feel like it not collapse.
And the reason for that is that this area has really, really strong muscles, the abdominal region, where there's nothing.
Me, I'm really strong. I have a 6-pack.
It's true. Is it true? But up in the chest area, there's just no muscle. So that's where the lungs are. So that's where the air actually does enter there. What we're trying to do is hold that air with other musculature that's much stronger. Because what we're doing is unnatural. When you breathe, usually you breathe in, and what your body wants to do is get rid of that air as soon as possible.
My number 1 fans are back.
They're playing it coy.
They're pretending like they're working. That's my crew, but they're like just trying to get as close as they can.
Yeah, they never do this. We've done this every day. They've never been there.
Maybe they're trying to get some screen time.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm trying. Paused it. I accidentally.
It happens.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right, here. Let's continue.
All right. Let's go down to that A, and again, you're not going to be quiet. Just make sure you do not clap. So you might have to feel like you're actually almost expanding as you go. That's okay. We're not really worrying about the end sound. We're worrying about all the cues that go into it. And that was good. You stayed nice and expanded, and you didn't go overly bright. That's all that we're looking for right now. Right now, you're letting a little bit too much air come in. See if you can find a little more clarity, which, again, is the difference between ha and ah. From the larynx standpoint, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, that more glottal. So that's where you kind of want to get to. Yes. Very nice. That A is tough, though. We're getting into that range. It's not going to be as strong. A's and below in this coordination are tough. Because you could hit this note, no problem. Hit this note, like if you would know. Normal. But what we're trying to do is round out that sound a little bit more. And so we're doing something that maybe isn't the most natural in this range. That's all. I think probably because I made you do a normal sound just now, you kind of went towards that a little bit, so the muscles were fighting with each other. So stay a little bit dark with it. Yeah. And if it's a little airy, not as strong, that's okay for what we're trying to do. Let's try this note. That's a lovely sound. Right there. So even after I said right there, you went a little bit brighter. See if you can stick where you were. I know, it's very tough. Because, we're forcing you to hold that musculature on, which is very, very difficult, especially for you, who's never done this before in your life before the last few weeks. Two more, and then we'll sing a little bit. Nice sound. Stay expanded. Nice. Right there. In this range, it's the best you've ever done.
That's a good one.
So whatever you felt like right there, keep that in mind. Let's just do one more. Stay expanded. Nice. Lovely. Right there. That's all we're looking for. Take a second, take a few breaths, and then you want to sing a little warmer in the winter?
For those of you that just joined, you're walking into my vocal lessons.
Just feeling, I hope these speakers aren't on. I won't be able to hear you very well. Oh well. All right.
So we're going to sing a little bit now. Thanks for joining us for Lindsey's vocal lessons. Going to practice warmer in the winter, because this is one of the songs I sing every night on stage. My voice is a little tired now.
I'm a little tired.
Okay.
Keep that larynx a little bit lower just for practice.
Okay, just for practice.
We're not performing.
I might crack. That's what vocal practice is for, is to try new things.
And then we'll let your larynx rise up until we're show ready.
Okay.
that, just even slightly lower with that
Slightly lower.
larynx.
Okay, I'm gonna sound funny because
Yes.
I'm singing with my like they sometimes call it the dumb voice.
The dumb sound.
And it's when you like lower your larynx, so
Uh-huh.
don't mind that I'm gonna sound ridiculous right now.
And if you feel comfortable, you can write in your mouth still.
Okay.
Just don't let your larynx
So sound
come
like
up.
this
So
and
it's kind
smile.
of in between a little
Yeah.
bit. So it's still a dumb sound, but it's not so round.
Okay.
Like that round sound is there.
This makes me yawn.
That's
Okay.
okay. That's okay. 'Cause that's your larynx goes down when you yawn.
Okay. Welcome to my vocal lesson, everyone. Vocals with Lindsey and Kit. I know that it's cold outside. The world is bundled up in white. I just need you by my side, 'cause I'm warmer in the winter with you.
Cool. Now find somewhere halfway in between.
Okay.
So larynx a little bit lower, but
I
not that
know
low.
that. It's so weird.
It is weird.
It's weird to
It's
say
weird.
that.
It's getting used to all the different positions. It's a good thing too, more than just for practice, because those are all different sounds, different textures that you can use in your artistic endeavor. So
Yeah.
if you're singing a song, maybe not this song, but another song, if you have that control,
Yeah.
it might give you a texture that you're really looking for and that
Yeah.
you wouldn't otherwise know how to get. So it's very useful.
I know that it's cold outside. The world
Right.
is bundled up in white. I just need you by my side, 'cause I'm warmer in the winter with you.
So as you have a little bit lower larynx than you're used to, you need a little bit more
Yeah.
of that breath support.
Makes me feel like, I mean, I do crack when the larynx is like lower. It's
Yeah,
like
it's because you don't quite have enough larynx or breath support.
a breath support. Okay.
So keep a lot more breath support, really strong. Let's go actually to the second chorus so that you can go for some of those bigger
Okay.
notes. Okay, because a lot of times you get actually in a better position when you go for those notes because you know they're coming, so you get ready.
Yeah.
You need that same energy on your first
Right.
chorus, but let's go to that second
Okay.
chorus. Same larynx position, not super low, but in between.
I know that it's cold outside. The world is bundled up in white. I just need you by my side, 'cause I'm warmer in the winter with you.
And I even think that's just a lovely sound. Whether that's what you ever want to use or not, it's still a nice,
Yeah.
full, perfect sound. Now just sing it like you would. Just use all that same energy.
Second chorus.
Second chorus.
I know that it's cold outside. The world is bundled up in white. I just need you by my side, 'cause I'm warmer in the winter with you.
Very nice. Very nice. How's your voice feeling? I think
It's feeling you can feel a little bit of the
can hear
rasp
that.
in there. It's
I
getting
can hear that
tired.
it's starting to get a little tired, which is totally fine because you have
Yeah.
plenty of time before showtime and
Yeah.
you're going to be great. So I'm going to let you stop there. So
Here we go, guys.
that's your warm-up.
Vocals with Lindsey and Kit. Thank you for joining us.
Very, very nice.
Yes. I spent, it's funny, people ask me all the time how much I practice. And so I've been practicing, spent a lot of time practicing this tour because I do vocal practice every day. And then I usually sit on the stage after everybody else is done with sound check and I will practice for like an hour on the violin. So, and then it takes me like an hour to do this. So
The contours.
It's all about the contours. Anyways, but I really do put a lot of time and energy every single day into preparing so that when I come on this stage, no matter what happens in a show, we all have good days, we all have bad days, but I can at least always know that every single day I have given it my all. I've meditated, I've practiced vocals and violining, and I am coming out here to give the very best I can every night for you guys.
I can vouch for her.
Thank you.
Works so hard all day.
Thank you, Kid.
Yes.
Appreciate that. That's my little check mark right there. Verified, verification. But anyways, yes, as I was saying earlier, also, Kit does do vocal lessons. He's been working with me, obviously, on tour, and, helped me out when I recorded Warmer in the Winter. And so, anyways, Kit's an amazing vocal coach. I've had different vocal coaches before, and Kit's helped my voice get to a point where it's never gotten before. So, just my verification for that guy. And you do it through Skype, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've done plenty of vocal lessons through Skype. And
It works really well.
Works really well.
It works really well.
Yeah. So, anyways, if any of you are interested, you can hit up Kit Nolan on Instagram because he's great. I'll say that much. He's helped me out a lot, and especially I think the biggest thing is I don't feel as afraid every night when
That's a huge part in singing.
It's a huge part.
Confidence is huge. It's so hard.
I feel like I now have some tools that he's helped me develop so that I can walk out there as that song is starting and I'm not panicked every night. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's Warmer in the Winter,
Yeah.
or oh, it's Santa Baby. Because when I recorded these songs, I didn't think about the fact that I would have to sing them live And then I had a panic attack when I realized I did. And so, anyways, Kit's great. You guys are great. Love you. I said this in the beginning, but I have a feeling that this is an entirely different group now than was here at the beginning. Part of the reason I wanted to do this was to, one, it's kind of vulnerable and scary to sing and do vocal exercises in front of people because it's like, doesn't sound great.
Super brave. It's a super brave thing.
Thank you, Kit.
Yes.
But I wanted you guys to see that still I work on new things. I think it's so important to challenge yourself, and especially if I find something is like scary to me, I like to be like, I should probably lean into that. And this is one of those things where I never felt like I had a good singing voice, and now that I'm starting to work on it, I'm realizing, oh, I have a decent singing voice. I just never gave it a chance because I've always been kind of scared of it. And so I hope that if you have something that you have always thought you would like to try, but you find it a little scary, do it. Give it a try. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the people that you will touch through your art or through your skill. I think the world needs every single person to learn to shine, You'll only make the world a better place. You only make your life better. No one was ever worse off by trying something. So go out there and today take a step, whether it's setting up a lesson or going to an open mic night and performing or painting a picture. Whatever, do something today that maybe you've been a little bit scared to do. And that's why I sang for you guys in vocal lessons. Anyways, Kit and Lindsey signing out. Thanks so much for joining.